We have a very special show tonight. It is the randomizer stream, and we have two-time NBA champion, fantasy football aficionado, a man who understands the anti-fragile powers of zero RB. It's none other than Shane Battier. Let's do this.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key thick. That's high-key thick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. Yeah. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes!
Shane Battier, welcome to the randomizer stream.
Pete, what's up, man? What's going on?
Not too much. We got you on the move. I think you told me you had a golf tournament today?
Yes. So it's all good. So I'm not driving. We're being safe.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want, we're allowed to drink and draft, but we are not allowed to drink and drive.
Correct.
I'm actually a little bummed because, I was doing some research. I heard you're a big Bud Light guy. I got my Bud Lights ready for the show, but you can't be doing that in the car.
No, not safe. But when I'm done, I will make up for lost time, though. So I want you to, drink normally, and I will catch up. I promise you, as soon as I get to my destination.
Awesome. We are going to get started here in a second. I'm going to share the draft link in the Discord. I believe Shane understands what is about to happen. Real quick, though, before we get going, how's your Scott Fishbowl draft going?
Pretty good. We got to bring up last year's draft. Overzet.
Yeah.
Last year I was all pumped. We had the same pick. We had the third pick, I think it was, and I was all in for zero RB. Okay, and all I saw in our group chat was, "I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you," and you sold out. I want you to tell the people why you sold out. I thought we were a package deal. I thought we were zero RB all the way, and you sold out.
This is honestly even worse for you to bring this up in retrospect. It was bad at the time, but I can't look you in the face and tell you it was because Saquon Barkley was there, but I have to look you in the face and tell you that. What was I doing, Shane?
I couldn't believe it. I just met you. I'm like, this guy seems like a guy that has it, gets it. And I look back and you're nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And There were like five running backs in the first 7 rounds.
It's one of the greatest regrets of my entire life, Shane. And if it makes it up in the least bit, I am through 8 rounds and have yet to take a running back this year. Am I back in your good graces?
You are. You are. And I got to be honest. I sold out and I took Jonathan Taylor in the 2nd round. So
look at you, Shane. Who are you? I thought I knew you.
I know. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it, but a Kelsey JT start, not the worst start.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I have a soft spot for JT. I know you're a RotoViz guy too, and the RotoViz guys get us hyped on JT.
They do, and that's what swayed me.
It happens. Sean Siegel, he's a very persuasive man.
He is. Damn him.
Is this Scott Fishbowl? Is that your first draft that you've done so far this year? Or are you grinding any of these best ball teams?
No, I haven't done any best ball. I need to get into it. So Scott Fish, my first draft, but I love best ball. I love best ball because it's like a chance to get sneaky, to get sneaky, and I love it. I love the strategy.
That's right. Well, I mean, as you know, tonight we are not going to get to draft an optimal team. It's just the prompts aren't going to allow that to happen. Okay. But that's how it goes. I just shared the link in the chat. We got 2 more spots if anyone wants to draft with Shane and I, and when we will get to the wheel here. Did you see any of your Twitter mentions? Did you get scared at all about any of these prompts?
No. Yeah, I've faced those prompts in one way or another, believe it or not, in my entire life. So I feel my entire life's been actually preparing me for this moment.
That's good. That's good. And we can sometimes get a 0 RB team going here on Underdog. But the prompts generally have other plans in mind. And as we get one more to fill this draft here, I will give a shout out. The randomizer merch boxes have been making their way out. You guys were getting your koozies, your coasters, all of that. So I'm glad to see those are arriving. And if you guys haven't got one yet, you can get them. It's $50. It comes with a $25 ticket on Underdog, all of that other fun stuff. Be sure to grab those. Link is down below. All right, Shane, we have gotten our draft slot here. We are picking at 111.
Okay.
So the reason I don't love this is because it means we have to spin the wheel twice within a very short amount of time, which is very stressful for me. That's just what happened. But I say we get a jump on things here. I see lots of our friends and familiar names in the chat, but let's just see what the wheel has cooked up for us tonight, Shane.
Let's do it.
Yes, the chat is already worried about being at the turn for us. Okay. All right. I don't even know like that with you in a car. So Drico does these prompts where he tries to get people to tweet out things that will get them in trouble. And so I'm just going to read the prompt. This is up to you. You can tweet was Michael Jordan even that good at basketball? Debatable. Or take a true legend in Johnny Football. Those are our two options right now, Shane.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to comment on anything because you have 500. You have a half a million followers.
I have. I don't know if I can piss him off. I guess.
I completely.
Now we're messing with my money. We're messing with money now. So I think we're gonna have to go Johnny Football. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I understand. That was a heat check moment by Drico there. You know, we've got some people to tweet out some regrettable things, but you're not getting Shane Battier to torch his mentions for the next. And that would like legit be on Sports Center if you tweeted that out.
Yes. my kids. I'm thinking about my kids, man. No, I can take it. My kids can't take that heat, man. Come on. Leave my wife and kids out of this.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just I hate that we've come to a point on the show where a guest has to say, leave my wife and kids out of this, but that's where we're at already. The one nice thing about this is we just put Johnny Football in the queue. He is our first pick, and it allows us to go to the wheel here to see what we're going to have to do at the turn. So if anything, you bought us a little bit of time. Well, Drico got a kick out of his suggestion. He's dying at it. Okay, this was a question from Siege. Where is the best place to play an NBA road game? And then we're going to pick a player from the NFL team closest to that city. So what's your favorite city to play in?
We're going to play the best place is New York City. That's the best place to play a game. Madison Square Garden. Is it just the vibes, the atmosphere? It's just they're unparalleled. Yeah, you walk in there, it smells like Frank Sinatra and elephant poop. You know, it's hard to explain, but it's the best. It's the best. So I miss that. I do miss playing in Madison Square Garden. So I'm happy picking I'm fine. I'm fine with Saquon in the second round. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I doubt he'll make it to us. My crew here, they're like us. These are like-minded people, 0 RB guys. So running backs do fall in these drafts, although I doubt Saquon would fall. So we should probably – there's a pretty big New York gap after Saquon, though. Yes. Oh, man. I mean, you're looking at Kenny Golladay by ADP is probably the next. Yeah. Put Golladay in the queue. Okay. Barkley does go. I did take Danny Dimes and Scott Fish though, and people they weren't feeling it. I think he's got a chance this year. I think he does. That's my guy, my Duke guy. I mean, he's loaded up. He's loaded up with weapons. Yes. Yeah. It is. I think the thing you worry about with Scott Fishbowl is the negative points for erratic QB play. That could be rough. I know. But you know what? They said the same thing about Josh Allen. when Stephon Diggs went to Buffalo, they were like, Josh Allen, how good is Steph Diggs? And now, they're both top 5. So same argument for New York this year, Galladay and Danny Dimes.
There you go. Do you talk with Daniel? You guys as your Duke bros, you hype him up, ask him about fantasy intel.
I've never met him. But hey man, I'm just when I was there, we went 0-11 my first year. We won probably 4 games my 4 years. So the fact that we have an NFL starting quarterback, it's unbelievable.
It is. Yeah, and Duke has now had a lot of good prospects that have entered the NFL after, like you said, for historically they weren't ever thought of as a football school.
Yeah, we'll take it.
There you go. All right, let's get prepared here for our round 3 pick. I mean, this is just the absolute nut start. I mean, Johnny Football and Kenny Galladay. I mean, can you do any better than that?
Questionable, maybe.
Okay. This was a late breaking suggestion that came in just a little bit ago, and have Shane spell Coach K's last name in under 10 seconds. If correct, draft any wide receiver. If not, draft Daniel Jones, which doesn't actually sound like a punishment to you, or Jamison Crowder. Can you successfully spell Coach K's last name?
Start the clock.
All right. Ready, set, go.
KRZYZEWSKI.
That was too easy. We do get to draft anyone we want now, although you're more than welcome to grab Daniel Jones as your prize here if you want.
Might be a little early. Might be a little early this year.
We do have a lot of ground to cover since taking Johnny Football. Who have been some of your other? You said you started your draft. Who was your first round pick before Taylor?
I had Travis Kelce.
Yep.
Then I went JT.
Yep.
And then I went back to the wide receiver heavy. I took Diggs. I took Keenan Allen and Calvin Ridley.
Nice.
So that gave me a really good base. And then I finally I broke down and went Mostert because I don't know.
I'm starting to think you do love RB secretly.
No,
Shane.
I don't. And DC Carter had the best tweet. I watched it probably like 100 times.
The video
when he's talking about people, assessing 0 RB teams. I love your wide receivers. I love your roster. Don't love your running backs. Love like it's my life for the last 11 years as commissioner of my fantasy league. Literally, it's the best. It was the greatest thing I ever saw.
It's excellent that you have Travis Kelce. That's great. And it's great that you have Calvin Ridley. It's great that you have Keenan Allen. Diggs. I love it, Shane. I am worried about your running backs, though. I am worried.
I got the Gus Bus, though. Gus Bus is good. Tell you, he's going to cure all this year.
Gus Bus. Shane, this is like every minute you reveal another running back you took in the Scott Fish Bowl. Like, what is going on here?
I love my 10th round running backs. I love those. I do love a 10th round running back. Love them.
So you what other leagues are you employing 0 RB in? You said you're the home league that you've been in forever? Yeah,
I'm the commissioner. They call me commish of the Goat Bar Fantasy Football League. Shout out. And that's Mike Dunleavy, my college roommate, a bunch of my buddies. And every year, faithful RB, even though I went CMC at 101 last year, and I don't think I'll ever take a running back ever again. Really.
That's what happens. Here's what we're going to do, because we do get to pick whoever we want for our 3rd round pick, which is coming up, but I'm going to spin the wheel here. I'm planning ahead. This is what we're going to do at 4-2 here. All right. From Eli Reasons, name one of the 4 NFL players that graduated from your high school alma mater, Detroit Country Day High School. Otherwise, draft a Lion. Is this up in that brain of yours?
It's so easy. It was my high school teammate, Javen Hunter, kick returner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow. Okay, that is incredible. And do you know any others?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It seems like a very hard question there. If they didn't,
Freddie Scott may have got a cup of coffee. Freddie Scott played receiver at Penn State.
Benny Fowler?
Oh, I didn't know Benny Fowler went there.
There you go. Too. I do see Javian Hunter. I see, Jonas Gray.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Of the infamous 4-touchdown game before getting cut the following week.
Unbelievable.
Okay. We do have 8 seconds to take whoever we want now. Najee, Dobbins, Evans, Carson, Sanders, Godwin.
Evans.
Let's see. Did I get it
Godwin.
in? I got Evans in for us.
Okay, good.
They praised me for my nimble fingers here on the show, Shane, and we came in the clutch here. We do now get to, you are crushing these prompts. If you were willing to subject your wife and kids to that tweet, we could actually have a really good team right now, Shane.
I know. Never mess with a man's money. Come on.
I imagine too, you've just seen too many of your colleagues get themselves in trouble with tweets. There's just no upside.
Zero. Give me Johnny Football all day.
Yeah, easy pick. You're telling me you're not invested in this $5 draft that isn't even on your account? Okay, we now get to pick again. Godwin is still available. I'm not even going to list off the running backs. Robert Woods, Adam Thielen, Julio Jones, Lockett. Who's your guy?
Thielen.
There you go. Now, I see what happens to me is like you, I read a lot of Sean Siegel. And he definitely has a youth bias. You know, he's always chasing these second-year breakouts to the point where I now see a name like Adam Thielen, and I'm like, just not that sexy. But tell me what gets you excited about Thielen. Uh-oh, you're freezing a little bit, Shane. While Shane is getting his connection back. Shane, are you there?
My bad.
I think you're getting back. You're still a little frozen.
Okay.
I think Sean came and cut your internet when you started talking about Adam Thielen. He just didn't want to hear any of that. All right, I'm going to take a look at some of these other teams here while Shane gets his internet situated. Oh, are you back, Shane? Oh, he's dropping off for a second. All right, he is going to get his stuff figured out. He'll be back in a second. Let's see here. Frankie, Jonathan Taylor, and Najee Harris with Calvin Ridley and DJ Moore. Clay went Akers and Gibson. Clay, you must have Akers and Gibson. You were just talking in the Discord how those are a couple of your favorite guys. We got Saquon at 1.8, which is nice. KZ starts Diggs and Hopkins. Shooter time, Hill, Eckler, Mahomes, Cooper Kupp. Women's, Zeke Chubb, Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett. And then we got Goblor here, Alvin Kamara. He's back.
I'm back. Got me?
I got you.
Okay.
You were just teeing up a soliloquy about Adam Thielen.
You know, great route runner. I love Dalvin Cook. I love Justin Jefferson. Minnesota's defense is not that good. They got to throw the ball. They got to throw the ball to score. So
there you go.
I don't know.
What
not super. I agree with you. Not super inspiring, but I think he's good. Good player.
What are the settings for that home league you're in with Dunleavy and those guys?
Half PPR, 12 team. I stole the Scott Fish rules last year, but people did not like the conditions. They did not like it, and so I took more calls on the incompletion. So that's out. That's out. I think this year we have one team that can't draft, so I think we're going vampire draft this year. We're going to try the vampire league. You familiar with that?
I literally just had someone explain it to me on Tuesday. I'd never heard of it, and it sounds incredibly fun.
Yeah, and so we'll see how it is. So as a commissioner, I'm always pushing the envelope. 2 matchups a week, playoff format. Top 2 teams get a bye. That next 3 best records, and then the highest scoring team that didn't qualify gets in.
Now, the thing that I'm hearing, so I obviously do Scott Fishbowl. Scott is constantly trying to change the settings to make things balanced, to not have a dominant strategy be able to prevail. You said traditionally you're in a half-point PPR. I mean, zero RB is mostly powerful in these full-point PPR where we can start a ton of wide receivers. Do you ever find yourself trying to get into a league setting that is more conducive to zero RB domination?
No, I'm with Scott. I'm like, I want the fairest, most balanced rules you can find, and I think Scott Fish really does a great job. But my league mates won't agree, and so we'll continue to push the envelope.
Well, that's why it's fun too, because all of us on, fantasy Twitter, we're sickos. We don't mind being challenged with unique scoring, but then you go to your home leagues and everyone's like I still can't even get one of my leagues to go from standard round number scoring. They won't add in fractional scoring, Shane. I don't even that's how bad it is out there.
Is there no, do they believe in God?
I don't think so. I think they're definitely destined for hell with their. All right, here we go here. Shane has to convince Pete that one of his NBA teammates, not named LeBron James, could have played in the NFL. And this can be a former teammate of yours. If Pete buys it, Shane can draft whoever he wants. If Pete doesn't believe it, draft someone who is under 6'2" and therefore unlikely to make it in the NBA. So I guess this prompt is more about just the viability of NBA athletes being able to transition to the NFL.
I'm going to say Chuck Hayes. That is my guy. Chuck Hayes was a 6'5" center, okay, out of Kentucky. All right, his ankles were the size of like a small oak tree. All right, he had no ankles. And this guy, I've never seen a guy that Shaq couldn't back this guy down. He was like a fire plug, just would sit on Shaq's back with a forearm and a fist. Shaq would hit him, bam, 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 with a back down. Couldn't back him down, and he'd end up with a jump hook. All right, so Chuck Hayes would be an unbelievable offensive lineman, 6'5", 280, throwing up weight, easy, athletic, can dunk.
I love it.
He's your tackle. He's your tackle. Come on.
I love it. Yeah, and that's because I think a lot of people, they go to the tight end or wide receiver kind of build. They think that. I mean, this guy, he's a brick house. I mean,
come on.
Look at this guy.
They call him a Chuck Wagon for a reason. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a beefy boy right there.
Come on. He could be a tackle. Come on.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with him. I am convinced, which means we get to draft whoever we want. Mike Davis, Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, Kyler Murray, Gaskin, Jacobs, ETN. I'm telling you, it's all running backs. If we want to go to wide receivers, it's Boyd, Gallup, Debo.
We're going Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. All right, let's do it. Get our quarterback here, because I'm guessing you're getting a little cold feet about Johnny Football holding things down for us.
A little bit. I was so wrong on him. I was all in. When he came out of Texas A&M, I'm like, this guy should be top pick. I was so sold on him. I thought he was going to be the greatest thing. So, mea culpa.
It's great. It's a funny irony too. Josh Allen's like the flip side. Like, all the fantasy people were really down on him as a prospect, and then he was absolutely incredible. So Johnny Football and Josh Allen, a tale of a QB prospect evaluation right there.
And I was all off Allen. Off.
Yeah. I missed on him. Luckily, I then got on Herbert. I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice after missing him. All right, this is going to be a fast one. This is from Bethany, who submitted, oh crap, we're on the clock. Legend has it you made a basket with the back of your hand during the Final Four in 2001. Using the back of your hand, spell out the name of the player you want to draft so that Pete can guess it. Okay, so can you spell this out? There's Mike Davis, Kareem Hunt, Kyler, Gaskin, Jacobs, ETN, Boyd, Daniel. You have 10 seconds with your hand.
Oh, okay.
All right. C-T-E-T. Okay, we just timed out and took Mike Davis.
I was trying to spell Kareem Hunt. H-U.
Okay.
N-T.
Okay. All right. I think it was the N that got me. The N is like a really hard one to do there.
I know.
that's on me. I wasn't, I didn't get the clock up and spin the wheel. Also, I got to give a shout out to Bethany, who I know also emailed you, and you guys go back to your Duke days, right?
We do. You know, BP was an amazing Duke fan. She always held a sign that said Shane takes charge. You know, she bought low on the Battier train. She bought low. And so that's why she's always my girl. Always my girl.
Bethany is absolutely awesome. She's in our Discord, and she submitted, I am not kidding, I think it was 16 or 17 prompts for this show tonight. So a lot of the prompts are going to be from Bethany, and she's in this draft as well. Her username is Womans. She's here at 6'7". So shout out to Bethany. And she was very excited to help me try to book you on this show. So I'm really glad it worked out.
Yes, BP. Big shout out.
Okay, but Willis does, I talk about me needing to do a penalty shot if there's, you know, an error, and I do have these really nice new randomizer shot glasses. So I will take my penalty shot. This is tequila for not giving you ample time to, you know, mime out who I should have taken. To the point people are calling me a dummy for not getting it. Hunt, you dummy. I guess it was so obvious to everyone else, Shane.
You got a very educated and sophisticated audience here, Pete.
You know what? Like, this is what happens, Shane, is sometimes I'm like, you know, these guys they're so nice and they watch my content and they engage with it. And then on the other hand, I see some of the prompts they come up with and I'm like, they just want to torture me. I'm just their puppet to just play out these wild fantasies, just like Drico trying to get you to tweet that. I mean, deep down, are these guys trying to sabotage our careers, Shane?
A little bit.
But that's the price we pay as content creators.
It's as influencers, right? You're an influencer now. Look at you. You're an influencer.
I know. I'm trying to sell merch boxes. I got a promo code down here on Underdog. I mean, I'm doing it, Shane.
Look at you.
I'm doing it. Have you had any desire to play in some of these high stakes leagues, fantasy leagues, kind of go up with the big boys?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. You know, I think it'd be fun. Like I think I'm an educated football fan. You know,
if you have a RotoViz sub, and this is I am actually not a RotoViz influencer. I just love them so much that I tout them whenever. I mean, if you have a RotoViz sub, you can hang anywhere.
They're good. They're good. I have like too many subscriptions, so at this point, it's more information overload than anything else.
It is just fun. I find that too. I listen to so many podcasts and you consume so much stuff because ultimately it's just fun to hear everyone's takes on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back to the wheel. I probably cut it too close again, just because I enjoy talking to you about fantasy football and forget my job as the host. Uh-oh. Shane must say one nice thing about every other ACC school in North Carolina. If he succeeds, draft whoever he wants. If he fails, draft a player who attended one of the schools he failed to say something nice about. Can you do this, Shane?
Yes.
Okay.
North Carolina State, never always took their butt whooping like a competitor. All right, they never wanted to fight after the game. Wake Forest, they
this is hard for you.
Best looking women. Carolina's got the best looking women in the ACC. Okay, let's put it out there. I'll say that.
Okay.
They're cute. And Wake Forest, very gentlemanly.
Uh-oh. It is convenient that right when you had to say something nice about an ACC school, your internet goes out again. That does seem very convenient, Shane.
So, NC State, they're women proper. Carolina hot girls. Wake Forest, the most sportsmen in the ACC.
Okay, I will accept that. It did. NC State taking their butt whooping kindly was definitely a fringe, but I'm gonna give it to you because it seems sincere. Okay, you do get to pick whoever you want now.
We're going We're going Mostert. Going Mostert.
I know you like Mostert. You just said you took him in the Scott Fish Bowl.
I do. They're going to rush for 500 yards this year, or 500 times this year. Come on.
I know you're reading the blurbs because that quote was just on Roto World the other day.
Yeah, I want it.
Oh boy, this is another Bethany special. Sing the Duke fight song with the correct words, except the middle part where people change the words anyway and draft anyone. If not, draft a player who went to Duke. Now, I do not know this song. Do you know this song off the top of your heart?
I know I can hum it. I probably don't know the words.
Should I get the how about we get this playing on YouTube here?
Yeah.
Let me do my screen share right so we can get the audio, and you will try to lead me through this song. All right.
Fight the Blue Devils.
Fight. Carolina's women are so beautiful. NC State always took their butt whooping. And Wake Forest is a bunch of classy people. But Duke is the best. Everyone else is just the rest. My name's Shane.
Hey,
that was my improvised new Duke fight song. Okay. Shane, we now get to take whoever we want. We have 7 seconds after all that. Who did you say? Crowder. Oh my God. Crowder. I didn't get it in time. I timed out again. I think I owe another penalty shot because I just timed us out. Shane, I'm having a rough show. I think these turn picks are brutal for me, Shane. It's, as a host, it's just a lot of pressure.
It is.
Chris, I'm doing a shot. Okay, I'm doing a shot, and the least you can do is buy one of these randomizer merch boxes with the shot glass if you're going to make me get drunk at 6 p.m. on a school night. Cheers, Shane. I hope you're going to have lots of Bud Lights tonight.
I am. Right behind you.
Is that true, or was that just a marketing gimmick, or do you exclusively drink Bud Lights?
That was true. And it was a championship year, so we got through them all. So it wasn't like
Shane, we're having internet issues again. For all I know, you actually just said Coors Lights are actually my favorite beer, but I'll never know, Shane. I will never know. Shane, I think you might maybe try drop off again and come back. All right. Shane is coming back. I'm going to promote the randomizer merch box again, and I'll let people know. So one of the things that come with the merch box is a raffle ticket, and I'm going to do the drawing next Wednesday. So on next Wednesday at the end of the show, I haven't booked the guests for that yet. I am going to draw, and the winner is going to get to be a featured guest on this show. If you want to be driving while you're the guest, you're allowed to do that. You're the featured guest. We're going to make prompts based on you. We will find a special time to do the show that works for you. And that is included in the randomizer merch box. And also, here's the thing. If you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, you can literally get a randomizer merch box for $10. Here's how. You sign up for Underdog. You do a $10 deposit. You're going to get $25. That's 5 puppies entries. And then when you get a merch box for $50, you get $25 on Underdog as well. So that's literally $50 on Underdog for $60. So you're getting the merch box for $10. Okay. I just did all that math for you. It's a good deal. Next week, we'll do the drawing. Shane is coming back. Everything will be okay. Shane is a legend, though, for being able to do this from the car. You're back, Shane.
All right. Got me.
You're good. You're good. You were talking to me about Bud Lights. I didn't hear your love about Bud Lights.
that was a true story. And they backed a truck up to my house, and they said, take as many cases as you want. You know, I lived in Miami, so you don't have basements there. So I packed my garage there, and it was a championship year. So we got through them all, and a lot of friends, and so I had a lot of Bud Light, and we drank it all after winning the championship.
This is a very random Miami and question. What is your thoughts on it's a crypto exchange that now bought the naming rights to the Miami Heat arena? Is that correct?
Yeah, FTX.
Yeah, are you in the crypto streets? Are you interested in that stuff?
I am. I find it very intriguing and actually spend my time learning about it. So I'm a bull. I'm a bull.
I would have expected nothing less here. Are you kind of like a blue chip guy? Are you messing around with these DeFi stuff, the altcoins? What's Shane doing?
I think Bitcoin is the base. That's my base, and then it has allowed me to play in other areas. So, but it's always been Bitcoin. I'm not a maximalist by any strand of the imagination, but it's going to change the world, guys. It's going to change the world. Get on board. Read a book about it.
All right, here's a question from Willis, the man who made me do a shot and also a very big Duke fan. He was very excited for this show. On January 27th, 2021, the Miracle Minute happened. What players scored the 10 points in regulation and 8 points in overtime to give Duke the win? If correct, take whoever you want. If wrong, draft Ty Johnson or Anthony McFarland. Do you know this one?
Jason Williams.
On, January 27th, 2021?
January 27th, 2001 was the Miracle Minute 20 years ago.
I think Willis had a typo in his thing. It said 2021 here. I was like, I don't know about that. Willis, the accountant. Okay, so it was Jason Williams. And was that the one where against Indiana?
No, I was on that team. We were down 10 points with 55 seconds left, and actually won the game at Coalfield House in Maryland. So it's pretty tasty. Tasty.
All right. Yeah. I was remembering, for some reason I was thinking of that Indiana game where Jay Williams hit the three. I believe it was in the Sweet 16. He got fouled on it, could have sent it to overtime, and then missed the free throw after the three.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I had graduated by then, but that was a tough one to root for. See, if you're a Duke fan or associated with Duke, the day after Duke loses in the tournament's the longest day. I mean, everyone has something to say.
We are about to pick here in a second. I was a very big Duke fan growing up. My dog's name was Duke because I grew up in Colorado. I didn't have any reason other than I just loved watching Duke play in the tournament. Ever since the Leitner shot, I was hooked as a young child. So very fun to do a show with you tonight. And we are on the clock. You get to pick whoever you want here. Pollard, Rojo, Zach Moss, Connor. We got Logan Thomas. I mean, the wide receivers are just absolutely gone right now.
Yeah, who are the tight ends?
The tight end, Logan Thomas is best available. That's not bad.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pick Logan Thomas.
Yeah. We need that, and I'm not going to do another penalty shot. My wife will be very upset at me if I come to hang out with her at 7 and I'm loaded. No more penalty shots. Okay, here comes the trivia one again. Name at least 7 current NFL players from Duke. If not, draft a player from UNC. This is from my buddy Eric Beimfor. Can you do this one?
Jamison Crowder, Danny Dimes, defensive back, Benny Fowler.
Yeah.
Defensive back from Pittsburgh. That's all I got. Is Patrick Manley still playing? He might be. He was the long snapper for the Bears for like 20 years. I don't think he's playing anymore.
Let's see the full list here.
No, that's it.
Here, I'm going to a top 10 list. I can't do a slideshow right now, NFL.com. Like, I absolutely can't. So now we have to draft someone from UNC. Who's a UNC guy right now?
Give me the young fella from the running back.
He's gone. We could do De'Ami Brown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's magic.
I'm just looking at the thing. Yeah. Oh, Michael Carter, is he still there? I think he's probably gone. Michael Carter's gone. Okay.
Yeah. We'll take Brown.
I'm a little worried about your Duke NFL fandom with that prompt, although it does seem hard. We should get a comprehensive list here of Duke NFL players. Let's see. Oh no, this is the actual Duke Blue Devils. Here we go. Let's go to Pro Football Reference. They won't let us down. Daniel Jones, Jamison Crowder, Jawan Thompson. I remember that name.
Okay.
Cooper Helfett.
Okay.
I don't blame Ben Watson. There's one.
Oh yeah. Ben Watson he was there when I was there, believe it or not. And he came in as a freshman, broke every record in the Duke weight room for the football program, and then transferred to Georgia next year. It was like, oh my gosh, we got a pro.
We got one.
We got a pro. We got one. And he transferred to Georgia. I was heartbroken. I still love you, Ben.
Shane, I can't even fault you on this. Like, it is not a storied. After Daniel Jones and Jamison Crowder, like, there's no offense to Jawan Thompson, but there's no household names here.
Yeah.
It's tough, but the new era is coming.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me, I just killed my screen share on accident. Let's get back to this here. So we are in the 10th round. Let's just do a quick update on this team. Johnny Football and Josh Allen can survive with that. Josh Allen can lead us. We got Mike Davis, Raheem Mostert, and Myles Gaskin. Gaskin was an auto timeout. If I'm going to do a penalty shot, at least we're getting Gaskin 26 picks after ADP, Shane.
Nice.
And then we have Kenny Golladay, Mike Evans, Adam Thielen, De'Ami Brown, and Logan Thomas. So we're setting up a little Fitzmagic stack here if we want.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Are you a hot topic of conversation on fantasy Twitter lately has been stacking in these season-long tournaments? Are you in Scott Fishbowl? Are you looking to stack or not enough going on there for you?
Yeah, if it happens organically, great. If not, I'm not gonna force it.
Yeah. Shout out to Cooter Doodle. She was on the show a few weeks ago. Very funny on Twitter. She's now running the Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life Twitter account, and she wants to know any info on are you in her league? Do you know? Are you in Cooter Doodle's league?
Cooter is one pick in front of me or behind me. Yeah. And so there's been some trash talk. She's gone heavy on the kickers. I think she's hilarious. She is really talented. But yeah,
hang on real quick because did you see her tweet from earlier today about 0 RB?
Yeah.
Because you did? Because I'm not happy about it. I just want to play this tweet. Yeah, here's Cooter Doodle. Here we go.
RB method. I have a message for both sides. If you're against the method, I think the fact that people are saying 0 RB truthers are stupid is very antiquated. And if you're for the 0 RB method, antiquated means whether you're for or against the 0 RB.
I don't know if people pick that up, but she's saying that we're so dumb that we don't know what antiquated means, Shane. Shane's internet went out just because he was so owned by that tweet. Shane, are you back? Did we lose you?
What does it mean?
What does antiquated mean? I believe antiquated means spending a lot of your premium draft capital on running backs. To me, that's my personal definition of antiquated. What does it mean to you, Shane?
It's like Abe Lincoln. Is Abe Lincoln antiquated?
No, Abe Lincoln, he's a classic. He's eternal. The things he brought to us, live on in the same way 0 RB does. So
yeah.
Cooter Doodle, you'll notice Cooter Doodle, I didn't even favorite that tweet. I couldn't stomach it. I was too triggered by your 0 RB hatred. Yes, I love Cooter Doodle. Okay, we got to spin here though. Must draft. No, Shane's. What is it going to be? All right. Shane's son is named Zeke. I assume in honor of his favorite first round pick. If available, draft Zeke Elliott. He is not. Otherwise, draft Tony Pollard or another member of the Cowboys backfield. Well, I don't think Pollard's there. Is that hard for you as a zero RB truther every time you say your son's name to be envisioning a suboptimal first round pick?
Luckily, you're the first person to connect the dots there. I haven't had to deal with that, but thanks, Pete.
I'm sorry. You know what? Here's the thing. I couldn't have named the third running back on the Dallas depth chart until right now. It looks like it's Sawu Olanulia or Brendan Knox. Have you heard of either of those names?
No. We're going Sanu. Sanu is our guy.
I'm just going to double check ESPN depth chart, make sure, we're doing our due diligence. We got Zeke, Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, and Sawu. But yeah, I like the Sawu call. I mean, we know running back's a very volatile position.
Very volatile.
Something happens to Tony Pollard. Something happens to the man who shares your son's namesake. I mean, it's Sawu season at that point.
It is. It's over. The competition will be over by then.
What are your kids football fans?
Yeah, my son and I watch Red Zone every Sunday. You know, we were in a league together last year, so he loves it. Our dog's name is Julio because we had Julio Jones like for 3 straight years, and so everyone got so used to saying Julio. So like when we got a dog, my son Zeke's like, "How about Julio?" So Julio Jones is the namesake of our dog. He's an awesome dog.
There you go. All right. This is from my guy, Chris G. He's a huge Miami Heat fan. And so he's going to put you to the test with trivia. Whose past NFL jersey was retired in the Miami Heat arena? Get it right, draft whoever you want. Get it wrong, draft Mitchell Trubisky.
Danny Ballgame, Dan Marino.
Okay. That I actually didn't know, but that makes a ton of sense. He's the most iconic Miami Dolphin by a long shot.
Oh, not even close. Close.
Chris, I assume you will verify in the chat, but I don't think we need to. Shane seems pretty confident with that one. All right. Who are we taking here? I mean, we have more running back. We have running backs for days. We probably need wide receivers, Shane.
Do we? Okay. Let's go with
we could also do tight ends. I mean, wide receivers really gross. Perriman, Shepard, John Brown. Oh, Crowder. You want to get a Duke guy?
I'm pretty sure we're probably going to end up drafting him anyway, so let's keep him out there, right?
Yeah, probably. We got 6 seconds.
No, we're going. Oh my gosh, let's go tight end. Let's go Irv Smith.
No, it's too late. I had to do it. There was 0 seconds. I had to draft Brashad Perriman.
Brashad Perriman, he's going to be like 3,500 DraftKings every week this year. If you go a whole season without picking Brashad Perriman or Terrell Williams on your team in DraftKings at least once, then I'll buy you a steak dinner. It's going to happen.
Shane, I think what you're trying to say is you actually, I get it. That's a fair point about DFS this year with Perriman, but I think what you're trying to say is you prefer Brashad Perriman in best ball.
Yes.
Good, because we all do. We don't want to, think about when we have to start him, but I will also make a bet with you that he will have at least one 100-yard, 1 TD game this season.
Absolutely. I'll take that.
All right. We'll get those. See, that's the beauty of best ball, Shane. We don't have to put him in our lineup. The computer's going to do it for us.
Yep.
Gosh. So do you get, it sounds like you are consuming a lot of fantasy content. Are you getting deep into the advanced analytics for fantasy football? Because I know throughout your career, you leverage that a lot on the court, is because the advanced analytics right now in fantasy, it's getting out of control. There's some really sharp stuff out there.
There's some really sharp stuff. And you know what analytics are? It just keeps you from driving over the cliff, right? It doesn't necessarily tell you the right answer, but it tells you like, okay, proceed with caution here. And so that for people who don't know analytics, that's what it really is. It leads you away from the danger more than it leads you to the pot of gold.
Yeah, and I feel like
that's half the battle. That's half the battle.
Yeah, and I assume like when you're, thinking about NBA decisions too, that whole thing of like, and what the kind of paradox of all of this is, we are chasing outliers, right? Like we want the league winners, the guys that don't look like the guys who became, like no one was drafting Odell Beckham with a premium that rookie year. Like he just wasn't a profile we saw coming, and then he was an outlier league winner. So I feel like it's a hard thing to balance using analytics, like you said, to point you in the right direction, but also not dismissing these guys who can be league winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you is that still a passion with NBA stuff, or do you love doing the analytics side? I always remember reading the New York Times article about Maury Ball, and you were featured in that as kind of ushering in the era of analytics in the NBA.
It's, as someone who likes going to Las Vegas and playing blackjack and playing craps, odds have always fascinated me, and normal distribution and what you should expect. And, in basketball, I became much more consumed with what should have happened versus what actually did happen. So I became completely process oriented versus results based. Most people are results based.
Yep.
Because that's what pays the bills. So that's why I really enjoy fantasy, because, we're looking for environmental factors of production. And if that does or does not happen, the process may still be good. You just got unlucky, and that's just the breaks, and that's why it's fun.
It's true. We got a couple questions from the chat. Phil wondering, do you play any fantasy basketball?
I don't. As an employee of the NBA, we're not allowed to play NBA fantasy basketball. And I wouldn't anyways, because I did that. I played basketball for like 30 years, so football is more fun to me.
Yeah.
in a fantasy sense.
It's also a little, like if you're playing the season, like DFS, you can, pop in and on a given night, but the season long, that's a grind. The 82 games, the ad drops throughout the week. So I get that. And then your SFB league mate here, Cooter Doodle, wants to know, do you hit on 16? I'm sure you're going to add some context to what the dealer's hole card is here, but what's your thoughts?
Yeah, just depend. Come on, Cooter. It depends on what the dealer's showing. So yes, sometimes, no, sometimes.
Cooter strikes me as someone that is always hitting on 16 and screaming, Josh Allen is daddy while she does it. Here's another one. Chris, who's a big Miami guy. He actually had a prompt on there. I don't know if it'll come up about espressos, but he wants to know, what's your favorite Cuban espresso shop? I assume in Miami.
One that's by my house called Blue Sky Food by the Pound. I know it doesn't make sense to you, but it's called Blue Sky Food by the Pound. Great.
There you go.
Cortadito.
Hopefully that wasn't what I think Tim Ferriss calls it, like the hug of death when you shout out like a small business like that. So hopefully they'll stay under wraps here for you. All right, more quiz for you, Shane. You must name every NBA team between your next picks. Oh my God. For every team he forgets, you must move back 10 spots in ADP from the next player available. I waited way too long to do this prompt. Can you start listing off NBA teams?
Okay. Heat, Magic, Hornets, Wizards, Celtics, Nets, Knicks, Pistons, Cavs, Pacers, Hornets, Pelicans, Bulls, Bucks, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Jazz, Phoenix, Suns, Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Trailblazers, Memphis Grizzlies, Houston Rockets, Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs.
I feel like I was catching up late. It seemed like you were kind of going geographically, but not necessarily by division. It feels like you got them all. The chat will let us know.
East to west.
Did you?
East to west. I think I got them all. Toronto Raptors.
Okay. All right. The chat, as they will let us know if we messed up, but I'm giving it to you. All right. We get to draft whoever we want. We still desperately need wide receivers and tight ends, I guess. It's really gross out there. And you were wrong. Jamison Crowder didn't make it back to us.
We're going Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims. Okay. We'll do it.
Second year guy. We're hoping for some second year magic here.
The air yards king of last year.
That was ridiculous last year. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. The chat is saying that you missed the Kings.
Oh.
Wow. And you could, okay, we don't get to take Denzel Mims. What did the prompt say? If Claypool can't. Oh, we got to go 10 spots down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where we have to take James White. I'm sorry. Those are the rules.
Well, I don't mind that pick. I'd pick James White anyways. That actually worked out.
James White's a nice 0 RB guy, you know?
Yeah, yes, Mr. 0 RB.
All right, here we go. Wow. What a lightning round. It's okay. Everybody since 2004 has missed the Kings. Jesus. From lightning round. Okay. Since this is from Bethany, since you're a 3-time National Defensive Player of the Year, and Bethany's saying some would argue should be 4 times, and Duke's style of defense lends itself to floor slapping, Pete needs to slap the floor 10 times in 10 seconds. If you're impressed, draft whoever you want. Otherwise, take Johnny Football. Well, we've already taken Johnny Football, but I will get down. Let me lower my standing desk here, Shane. I'm going to get my defensive stance. I did play a little high school basketball, and we'll see what you think here. 1 second. We're going way low here. Shane, did I pass the test?
You did.
Okay, we have
I think even Wojo.
Is Mims still here?
David Johnson. No,
David,
Mims.
Okay, got David Johnson. All right, you said David Johnson.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, Willis, we didn't miss the pick. We got David Johnson. And the 2-0 RB guys have now drafted 6 running backs. Shane, I legitimately didn't know my standing desk went this low. I've never gone this low. I'm on my knees right now.
That was impressive. Wojo would have shed a tear for that.
All right, you want me to? We'll do the show from the ground now, just for you, Casey, because I've never. I'll go crisscross applesauce down here. That's not great though either, because then you just see my head. All right, let's see what's going on here. Why is Alexander Madison in my queue right now? Shane, if this gets out to our 0 RB brethren and they see this build, we're going to get disowned.
I know. I'm not. That's the misnomer. It's okay to draft like 6 running backs as long as they're like 7th round or later.
Right? Yeah, it really. That's the thing. You're right. We do have a 0 RB build, but generally you have really good wide receivers that I don't feel like we do.
I know. They're lame.
Okay. All right. We do have, I believe we have 4 more picks here. It's not too late to turn this team around. You guys are slow drafting tonight. Pick up the pace, guys. I think this is what happens. Everyone watches the stream. Do you have a hard out, Shane? I forget. I think we have about 10 more minutes in draft time would be my guess.
That will work.
Okay. How you mentioned you were playing golf today. How did it go?
It went okay. Just okay. I'm just playing okay. Just okay.
Yeah. How often do you get out there?
I try to play once, twice a week. I don't play basketball. I don't play basketball anymore. So all the time I used to spend on basketball, and I spend on golf.
Yeah. Do you miss it? Do you go get shots up, or are you just like I'm done playing basketball?
No. I go play with my son in the driveway every now and then, but I gave everything I had to the game. When I was done, I said I'm done. What's next? You
don't want to be like the Brian Scalabrine where you're going and you're punking guys at the rec center.
No, I'm okay. I saw that. I'm passing on that. I'm okay.
I did a show with he's hilarious. We're starting to lose your internet again, Shane.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. You guys were being nice. You've been drafting slow to give us time to talk, which is much appreciated. But I do need to be respectful of Shane's time here, so we can pick up our pace. I already know how this is going to go because Dorico's trying to get you to tweet again, and we know how this goes. Shane must tweet out baseball is a superior sport to basketball, and it's not even close. Or draft a tight end who played basketball in college.
Just go ahead and just give me Mo Alley Cox. Let's go ahead. Just put him in the queue.
Yes.
Mo Alley Cox. Let's go ahead. Put him in the queue.
So
That's
I've
actually a
done
good pick at this
about.
point, actually.
I was gonna say I've done about almost 100 of these underdog drafts, and Mo Alley Cox is in my top 3 or 4 most owned tight ends. I love Mo Alley Cox this year. Why are you laughing so hard at that?
It's great.
Exactly.
I
prefer him in best ball.
He's great.
I need to get a little comfy. This is doing a show from the floor isn't all it's cracked out to be, Shane. Okay. We are going to draft Mo Alley Cox unless someone snipes us, which they're sometimes known to do. But let's spin here for our other pick. Drico, it was a nice try getting Shane to try to tweet highly controversial things. It was a good effort. Draft a player with the same first or last name from someone on the dream team. This is a good one here. Okay, so we are going to get Mo Alley Cox for this pick, and now we need to go hunting for a name of someone who was on the dream team. Was Kenny the Jet on the dream team?
Nope.
Was there a Williams?
Nope.
There was not a Ferkser.
Nope. Keep going. Keep going.
They were all hoopers in a way, Shane. Blake, Jarwin, Chuba, Giovanni. Was there a Jackson?
Nope. If I see it, I'll know it.
Sam Darnold. Mark. Was there a no?
Mark?
Was there a Matt? A Jarrett, Sony, Michelle, Darrell, Johnson. Was there a Johnson?
Yeah, Magic Johnson
on the dream team. Duke Johnson. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah.
We did it.
Awesome. That's pretty good.
All right. We'll take it. Duke Johnson, we now have a 7 RB build. Do you even know what team Duke Johnson's on right now?
No, I don't actually. Is he still in the Texans or no?
I don't think he is. Man, that is actually sad because he was a guy that I was just like continually. He's a free agent right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick him up though. He got a lot of lives. He was like, yeah. Well, I thought he'd be better. I thought he'd have a better career. He's pretty talented, I think. Once
he gets the Pete and Shane randomizer bump, I think some team's gonna kick the tires on him.
Yeah.
Have you you like to you got a lot of things going on, you're playing golf, you got the charity, you got your NBA gigs. You ever think of becoming a fantasy analyst, kind of getting in the mix there?
I like to go on some podcasts, but I'll leave it to the pros. Leave it to you, Pete. Leaving it to you.
I mean, Shane, I'm like 4 shots deep. I'm sitting on the floor right now after banging the floor with my hands. I don't think I am what anyone should aspire to do.
Professional. You're a professional, Pete.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
look at you.
I did leave my day job to do this kind of stuff full time, and it's times like this, sitting on the floor while drunk at 7 p.m., where I kind of question my own decision making.
It's just another chapter in the book, right? Another chapter in the book.
That I need some words of encouragement. Am I going to make it? That's what they say on crypto Twitter. They say in GMI, you're not going to make it. Am I GMI?
No. What's your mantra? What do you believe? What do you believe? Give me a 5-letter mantra.
A 5-letter mantra. Z
or a 5-word mantra, I should say.
Okay, I was gonna do 4 or 5 letters. ZERORB. So it was a 6-letter. 0RB.
Okay. Then you need to write that every single day. Write that in your journal every single day. Look at it, and you'll become it.
Thank you. You know what? I feel like I need to cleanse myself by drafting, 6 wide receiver start teams after what we did tonight, Shane.
I know it's not good.
This has been, Shane, think about this. Like your 2 high profile drafts of late, Scott Fishbowl, you're drafting running backs left and right. Jonathan Taylor, Mostert, Gus the Bus. Like this guy can't stop. Then you can't stop drafting running backs with me. Like, are you even a 0 RB guy anymore?
I'm like Mr. Zero RB. I'm Mr. Zero. Like, I might go. You know, I got to make up for this, so I might not take one to the 10th round in my home league.
Good. This is how you stick it to Dunleavy.
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. Okay. Another special from Bethany here. Answer how many charges you took during your first year at Duke within one, and draft any LA Charger. Otherwise, draft Chase Daniel of the LA Chargers. Do you know the answer? Bethany gave it to me. I need to look it up again, but do you know this?
I'm going to say 22 charges.
Okay. I got to look this up from Bethany because she had a bunch of prompts in here that featured trivia, and she gave me the answers, and now I need to go look. Bethany, you can also let me know in the chat. Okay, here. Okay, the answer is 29. 29, which means we do need to take Chase Daniel, but it's good to protect ourselves from a season where Johnny Football doesn't play.
Yep. True.
All right, we are going to get Chase Daniel here. I feel pretty good about that. I mean, we know quarterback, super fragile position. Justin Herbert goes down. I mean, could be Chase Daniel's season.
Yep.
Okay, that's our 17th round pick. We're locked there. There was another question here. I'm just going to do this one because I'm doing a bonus question for you because Bethany sent in so many prompts, and this one made me laugh. She wants you to guess how many Reese's Pieces are in a 12-ounce bag. And if you're within 10, you can draft anyone. If you fail, draft blah, blah, blah. I mainly just want you to try to guess Bethany's prompt here of how many Reese's Pieces are in a 12-ounce bag.
I'm going to say 64.
64. Okay. The answer is 108.
Really?
I think what you just learned is that Reese's Pieces are a great value.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting 108 pieces in there, 12 ounces. I mean, what's that costing you these days? I don't know, like $3.50. I mean, it seems great.
That's surprising. I'm surprised.
What's your go-to snack at a movie theater?
I like Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, so you're more on the sour side there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You can't eat them fast. You don't eat them fast. You eat them slow. So they stretch them out.
I like that. I can dig that. I like a little mix. Like I'll have the Sour Patch Kids with the Reese's Pieces. You know, a little sour, a little sweet there.
Classic.
All right, this is our last prompt, Shane. You have made it through the gauntlet. They're still quizzing you. This is Joshua Riddell. I believe he works for Draft Express. If Shane can name 8 of the top 10 teammates he has played the most NBA games with in his career, he can draft who he wants. If he fails, he has to draft someone with the same first name of any of his former NBA teammates. Do you think you can do this one? He gave me the Pro Football reference. Okay, let me get this pulled up.
Here we go.
Okay. All right, I got it.
It's Pau Gasol.
Okay.
Mike Miller.
Yep.
Luis Scola.
Yep.
Chuck Hayes. Jason Williams. Stromile Swift. Yao Ming.
Yep.
Tracy McGrady.
Wow. You are good. You are not only a good friend, you're a good teammate. You remember these guys.
I got them all?
So I'm vamping because I'm trying to pull up the tweet because I thought I had it bookmarked, but I actually didn't have it bookmarked. But it sounded impressive to me.
Well, thanks.
Who am I to question off of the top of my head whether you actually had that?
That's a great question, though. That's a really great question.
All right. I just got timed out again because I was trying to look up your teammates on Pro Football or Pro Basketball Reference. We did take Eric Ebron. How do you feel about that?
Great best ball tight end. You know, don't hate it.
Shane. This has been an adventure, and I really appreciate you joining us here tonight.
Pete, it's been a lot of fun. Appreciate all the questions. Those are very thoughtful questions by your community, and I'm excited to see how we do.
That's right. I'm excited to see how your Scott Fishbowl team turns out. You better not draft another running back from here on out. And I think we need to get you in a high stakes league this year. I want to see you drafting one of these true zero RB teams with some nice little cheddar on the line.
Yeah, but that's, get the blood flowing a little bit. I'll be down for that.
I'll message you because over on my other show, Ship Chasing, we do a ton of the high stakes drafts. Maybe we could get a co-managed team going on there, and we can check out those waters.
Okay, I like it.
Well, the chat had a blast with you, Willis. Thanks for coming on, Shane. Go Duke. Another shout out to Bethany for spearheading all of this, and she is mentioning the charity Shane Takes the Charge. Any other information on that for the people?
Yeah, check it out. It's our foundation, been around for 11 years now. There you go. Thank you, Bethany. It's called the Battier's Take Charge Foundation. You can check us out at takechargefoundation.org. We're helping kids through education. That's what we do. Awesome.
Well, I will let you go, Shane. Really appreciate your dedication doing this show from the car. A lot of people would just say, hey, I can't do it. I'm driving. And Shane says, no, I am going to make it. So Shane, good luck in all your fantasy football endeavors. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight.
All right. Thanks, Peter. Good luck.
All
man.
right. We'll see you, Shane. All right, guys. That was a blast. Final reminders and plugs. I'm sitting on the floor right now. I've never done a show from the floor, and I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it. As I mentioned, the randomizer boxes are available. I believe the people who have received them so far can vouch that they're a very good time. It's a legitimately good deal. It's a good deal. You get $25 on Underdog. You get free shipping with promo code Pete. Shipping cost me $10. The Underdog ticket is $25. You're getting the whole box for $15. The link's down below. Sign up on Underdog. The puppy drafts are flying off the shelves. $5 drafts. You get $25 on Underdog when you sign up. I love you guys. We'll see you next week where we will do the drawing for box owners to see who gets to draft with me in a very special randomizer show. We will see you guys next week on Wednesday for the randomizer.